The Mandalorian and Grogu Danger in the Dark. This is a new comic series or comic. Yeah, I guess I think it's supposed to be a comic series. But anyways, this is like framed as being a sequel to The Mandalorian and Grogu, and this is the first issue. Um, I have some thoughts, so I wanted to do a video about it. I don't usually review a lot of comic stuff, but I had some thoughts. So, for one, this is called The Mando and Grogu, as if it's a sequel to the movie. But if you read this, it's very much not. I like the art here, but it's just kind of odd because, you see their house in the movie, but their house is also something you see at the end of season 3. We have Carl Weathers in here, a character. I forget his name, but he actually shows up, sends Mando on a mission, and this whole mission refers back to the pirate plot, and they fight like a giant worm and stuff. It feels very much like an episode of The Mandalorian, which is good, because that's what both the movie and the show are like. More so the show. But there's like stuff in the movie that, stuff from the movie that shows up here. Like we have the little, on the front cover, you see them here, little, the little, like Babu Frick creatures, right? You see those here. And at the end of this comic, you see, Sigourney Weaver's character. So it's like, hey, the New Republic needs your help. Seems like that. I think this is a comic series, or it might just be one shot. I'm forgetting which one they had said, but because it doesn't advertise another issue, so I'm assuming this is the last. This is just the one shot. I think this is more of like a prequel to the movie, but it's so inconsequential and just kind of its own thing that I'm almost like, why was this not put out the same time as the movie? This comes out July, and the movie came out in May. I like it as good art. I just thought that I would share this with you if you want to pick this up and you're a big Mandalorian fan, because I do kind of like this. I do like that, the idea of continuing Mandalorian in comics and just getting like one-on-one adventures, because that's what the show was, and it sounds like we're not getting another movie, right? Because the movie bombed, or I guess didn't do as well as they hoped. I guess because it, this whole thing. But it also did, but also the show's not coming back. So I don't know. I do think this works very much like an episode of the show. Only thing that's different about it, I guess, is there's a lot of dialogue in here. It's clearly going for more of a kid appeal, but it is kind of like, Mando does not need to talk as much as he talks in this comic. He doesn't talk that much in the show, obviously. And it's kind of weird because, like, I understand more so in the show, in the movie, of why you want to give him more lines of dialogue to say, even though they don't, right? But here I don't understand it because it's all visual. It's all just, art. So couldn't you just tell based on the art what's going on? I mean, everything he said was like, no shit, Mando. Like, I'm looking at it. So yeah, it's a good prequel comic to the movie that I think doesn't really add anything per se to the movie, but it's fun and it's enjoyable and I like it. So need I say more?